Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm so excited you're here. I really want to wish you a happy solar return. Any of you that are having your birthday this week and you're wrapping up this cycle, this whole month has been really awesome energy, and so I hope you have enjoyed being able to use it. So today we're going to take a look at that that full moon that is happening in your 7th house of partnership, particularly if you are a Virgo rising. This is happening at 28 degrees and 14 minutes. It is conjunct Neptune. This is the big letting go of an end of a cycle that started back in, ironically, March of 2020. So, what have you learned? What is the end of this major cycle? How are you going to use this information going forward? Because we have Mercury now in Libra, and Mercury is going to be in a beautiful aspect of a nice flow of energy with Jupiter. And so it's going to be about expanding the knowledge and the information that you've gained and how can you use it to your advantage. So then we're going to take a look at the rest of the week, so we're going to cover September 20th through the 26th. Okay. Nice. All right. So you have a lot of cards. I'm not surprised, though, because you totally deserve this. It's a big moon for you. So you do have patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. So it is the end of a cycle, but there's still some letting go. It's a process of releasing and letting go what doesn't work for us so that we can allow for new things to happen. But you just planted your seeds of intention with your new moon a couple weeks ago, and a Virgo new moon requires patience. So this is like, okay, so you've planted the seeds and now you're going out in the garden. There's a few little the little weeds that from before that need to be pulled out just to create some space, or do you need to stake some plants up? Or it's like the next step. It's wrapping up a cycle and getting ready for the next. It requires patience. It says stillness. In calm water, everything becomes clear. So make sure you're making some quiet space for you to sit and reflect on what you have learned. What have you learned, and how does it change how you look at things, and what do you want to create moving forward? And because you have opportunity. Because you can't see that, but it says opportunity. It says you will prove yourself and discover if you can brave the rough seas. So right now it's calm, there's stillness. This is where we gather up our energy. This is where we go, okay, I know where I'm going. This is where you get out the map and you chart the next steps forward with single-minded determination, because you have single-mindedness. And it says, choose your path and what is best for you, suited for you at this time. So choosing your path, that's up to you. The rough seas are going to, so you know where you're going, but I feel like there are detours coming, and I want you to not worry about it, because you have patience and you have amble with contentment. And so I don't think I don't think that it is going to be a straight line from here to there. I think there's a few detours. And if you could say, all right, so I am trying, so I get the boat analogy in my head so strong here. So say you're setting out from oh gosh, and I'm not really good at this, from Florida, and you are trying to go to St. Croix. And you could sail directly there. But what if you stop along the way and you check out Jamaica and, the Dominican Republic, and I'm sure they're not in those order. And you go to the other ones. You got the British Virgin Isles, and then you also have, the U.S. ones. I'm sorry, my brain doesn't work when I'm on the channel. But you know what I'm saying? You stop along the way. You're going to see other things. You're going to learn other things. You're going to have more experiences. It does not mean you're not going to get where you're trying to go, because I feel like you will. I think what it is that be patient, enjoy the journey, see where it takes you, and allow for this to be an unfoldment. So with this full moon, what have you learned? What have you learned about yourself? What is important to you? What are your passions, your goals, your dreams? Oh my gosh, I just got chills. So this is an opportunity to sit in the stillness and chart what direction you want to go in next, and understand that you are going to have a lot of help along the way, and you're going to see and learn more along the way than you expect. So yes, be content where you are. Wow, we have Hathor, contentment. She is birthing something. That's the Empress energy. Be comfortable with the process. It's going to take time. You have hope, Yamea. Stay hopeful. Interestingly enough, she's like a goddess of the sea. We have I shall release. That's that full moon energy. Let go of your, they're saying, expectations of how you think it's going to happen. But don't let go of the dream. Don't let go of what it is you're trying to create. You have faith. You have temptations, the sirens. Okay, so this is where you don't allow, it's okay to take the scenic route. It's okay to see things, but and enjoy and pick up the knowledge and the wisdom along the way. But don't listen to what other people think you should do. You choose where you pause and you learn something. Don't you be the captain of your own ship, they just said. And we have Artemis, individuation. This is you being uniquely, authentically you. Okay, that came up again in a different way. Over on Facebook, I had started a group. It's called Moonlit Waters. Come and check it out. I do a daily card reading there. And I think it was Wednesday's energy where we had the be authentically you energy come in. And so this seems to be a big piece of this whole releasing and letting go of old paradigms, sacrificing the long-held beliefs around things that are not authentic to us, and being willing to wish them well. But hey, we're heading off in our own direction. We have learned who we are. We have learned what's important to us. We've learned what we value about ourselves, and now we are going to go do what makes that happen for us so that we're happy and we're joy-filled, and other people will watch you go. And I have to tell you, what I see is people going, I want to live like that. Instead of people saying, why are you not conforming and being part of us? People are going to, it's that Aquarius energy, I think. It's like people are like, oh, that looks like way more fun than what I got going on here. And I almost feel like you're going to be a trailblazer. So you have here when the moon, okay, so let's talk about Wednesday a little bit. Wednesday, the sun is going to move, well, the fall equinox is at 3:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. And I think I failed to mention that full moon happens at 7:55 p.m. on Sunday, Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. Okay. When we get to Wednesday, the sun moves 1 minute after the equinox, so at 3:21 p.m. into Libra. And it's so funny because the first full day that it is there, the energy is of balance. I just thought that was fun. Okay, so that's that energy though, Taurus. The moon's going to move into Taurus on Thursday morning at 8:38 a.m. So we have Thursday, Friday, and most of Saturday. There's this energy of fixing our sight on what we want. It is in your 9th house if you're a Virgo rising. It is in your 9th house of long distance travel, but it's Taurus. So again, it's the long journey that's going to take a while. It's being focused on where it is that you want to go. It is also about assessing what higher information you got. Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to take a little training course? Do you need to take a weekend to learn a new skill? What do you need to do in order to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest with the seeds of attention that you planted back last week in your new moon? So there's kind of that energy around it. And there's this energy of just being able to kind of chart and plot your course. Thursday, you're not going to have a lot of motivation, so that's a great time to sit in the stillness and really kind of figure out what it is you want, but the energy starts picking up speed. And so on Friday, you're going to be feeling pretty motivated, and Saturday is the most productive day of the week. You can get a lot of stuff done, and then the moon is going to move into Gemini on Saturday evening, and Sunday, highly productive also. So there's this little lull after that full moon, where it's kind of an opportunity to do a little self-reflecting, to assess where we are and determine where we want to go. I just keep seeing you sitting in front of a map, charting out a plan of action. So here we go. You have 3 cards that came out for guidance for this, and you have words of abundance. And so this is the words that you speak to yourself, and about your situation. And so it says you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful, positive words that describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And so This is not about I am working toward, or I am going to have. No, this is I am always in the right place at the right time. I am abundant, and the flow of abundance of the universe flows through me, to me, and through me. Because you guys are all about balance, right? You're about the giving and the receiving, and so keeping work and life in balance, so it flows to me and through me. And that is an I am in the present moment. The flow of the abundance of the universe flows to me and through me. I am always in the right place at the right time. You have focus on your priorities and you have savings. So for some of you, you do have financial goals here. And so just, make that commitment to yourself. Make that commitment that you pay yourself first, right? So you've already worked out the budget. I know you have. You're Virgo. You've already sat down. You've crunched all the numbers and you said, okay, so I can save this amount of money each week. Do that first, then pay your bills. And trust that there will be enough money to pay your bills because you paid yourself first. That is how the universe works. Every time. Every time. You got this. No problem. All right. So let's look at the energy of Gemini. Okay. So Gemini, we've got Mercury getting ready. Mercury rules your sign and rules Gemini. And it's about to go retrograde while the moon is in Gemini. I find that interesting. So yes, things are going to be, it's a good time for reviewing. It's not a great time to launch something new, but it's a good time to get your budget out and rework it if you haven't already done it. Or your plan of action, or what is the next steps you're going to take as far as, this information, this travel. It's a good time to consider, if you already have travel plans, to go over them again, make sure that everything's still cool, that, guidelines haven't changed, or whatever it is that you need to know. So you have two cards that came out for this energy. So Mercury is going to move retrograde at 10:10 p.m. on the West Coast on Sunday. For most of us, it'll be Monday before we have Mercury going retrograde. And so that'll be early in the wee hours of the morning on Monday. We will wake up to that next week. So we have the Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding right now. This time of reflection is about assessing what are your skills. So I just was talking to Cancer about this. It is about making a list of what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what would you like to learn more about to help you figure out where your untapped potential is. And then you have the Falcon. This is being able to see really far into the distance, right? You get a higher perspective. It says use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. Do not delay. Mercury's going retrograde next week. So if you can make some decisions and commit to it and take a step. If you decide what you want to do is go to school, for instance, or take a course, or make a trip, or plan a trip or something like that, take the initial steps to that this week before Mercury goes retrograde. And then you can work on the details later, right? So take some action. You are resilient. You are going to bounce back from whatever is bothering you, whatever is holding you back. You've got this. You totally got this. All right, so your mid-month reading for September is out. It came out last week, so be sure to check that out. And come over onto Facebook and hang out with me and check out what's going on every day. I have a little card reading there. You guys have a great week ahead. It looks super productive. It looks inspired. So be inspired. Inspire yourself. All right? You take good care. Talk to you soon.